Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Raw results and Superstar spoilers and other wrestling news going around the world. Start off with birthdays. Happy birthday goes to Nia Jax. Turned 32 years old. Steve Corino from ECW turned 43. Mean Street Posse's Pete Gas turned 46. And also Jake the Snake Roberts turned 61 on Monday. Former WWE star Samu turned 53. Brian Kendrick turned 37 on Sunday. Hornswoggle Dylan Postal turned 30 on Sunday. He was recently featured in a very good Ross Report podcast by good old JR at jrsbarbecue.com and also on Podcast One. And his interview regarding his WWE release. Kamala turned 66 on Saturday. Seth Rollins turned 30 on Saturday. Advertised dark main event for Raw was John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Former WWE star wrestler Cody Rhodes released a list of potential opponents and other items via his Twitter page. And the post was labeled after 8/19, which is his 90-day contractual agreement that he cannot do anything after his WWE release. You can also follow him on twitter.com/Cody Rhodes, and one of his opponents will be Kurt Angle. BOLA is the PWG annual Battle of Los Angeles event. Battle of Los Angeles, BOLA. Suspect the personal ring announcer would be his wife, Brandy, who also left WWE after working there as Eden Styles. This is the event that Cody Rhodes will be appearing at. Also, former WWE star Stu Bennett, who wrestled as Wade Barrett, put out his own hilarious list with one name, Papa Shango. By the way, both men are applauded for their penmanship. It would be easier to break the Da Vinci Code than it would be to read my handwritten list of names. What have you? Well, I don't have a movie out, so I don't have much of a whatever. Well, there's a picture. I'll post a link for that on twitter.com/TXEAKW9SSN. So to see that picture of whatever. And you follow Cody again at twitter.com @Cody Rhodes. /Cody Rhodes. And there's another picture link that he also posted. I'll post that link as well. Seth Rollins will return working to live events this coming weekend. He's scheduled to face off against AJ Styles, who he did in the Indie Feds. Working water is what I'm thinking. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns in a triple threat match on Friday in Odessa, Texas. And then a fatal four-way with Shamus added to their main event in Lubbock, Texas. Speaking of Shamus, it looks like he will not be working Raw. He tweeted the following on Monday, indicated he's headed to Ireland for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 promo work. As he said at WWE Shamus, "Hey Dublin, missed you, buddy. At Arlingo's home. Media tomorrow. #TNMT2. Dublin premiere Wednesday. Hashtag Rocksteady Dublin." That's who his character is, Rocksteady. It looks like John Cena may wear his custom Ellen shorts on Raw for his return. Or actually did wear at John Cena, given to me by at the Ellen Show for #Cena Returns. Damn right I'll be wearing them on #Raw, #Memorial Day at WWE. Hashtag man of my word. The Rise of John Cena WWE Network Collection is now available for subscribers. As WWE issued the blurb on the news section, from his ruthless 2002 debut on SmackDown to his historic 2005 WWE Heavyweight Championship victory on the greatest stage of them all, John Cena's meteoric rise to superstardom was unforgettable. Relive history with a doctor of thugonomics as he faces off against Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, and more. From day one, John Cena has proven that hustle, loyalty, and earn respect. This year's NXT TakeOver Brooklyn is no longer listed on Ticketmaster's schedule for SummerSlam weekend. Both SummerSlam and post-SummerSlam Raw at Barclays Center are still listed, but not in NXT. But they are still going on with the show. There has been speculation that the upcoming NXT TakeOver, the end, could be the either end of the TakeOver specials or the brand as it is now. There are also some who think that it just refers to the end of Finn Balor Samoa Joe feud. The event used to be called NXT TakeOver Revenge. This news won't cool down the rumors at all. Regarding the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn event no longer being advertised on Ticketmaster for SummerSlam weekend, it's still listed out at the Barclays Center website, but not the WWE website. Here's a newest link of hashtag Hatch teaser that was going on Raw. I'll also show you a pic back there for you. Ring Rush Radio at this link here. Lucha Underground star Willie Mack interview. Comments about his NXT deal and what have you. On what's great about Lucha Underground. The thing about Lucha Underground that everybody loves it. Caters to everybody. Some people aren't wrestling fans, but they still tune into our show because they get captured by the storyline and everything else. Then they watch the wrestling along the way, so it transitions them into a wrestling fan without actually being a wrestling fan. As far as the wrestling style, I actually trained in Lucha Libre, so I was already used to the style. I've already wrestled on TV before, so I knew how to do it. And it wasn't anything new to me on using the stunner. Actually, if Stone Cold likes it, he doesn't care. A lot of fans don't like it. I say, I stole Stone Cold's move. I say, why aren't they getting down under people's throats every time someone throws a drop kick? And say they stole that from Mr. Perfect. I would be down to meet him one day and talk about it. As far as I know, he doesn't have a problem with it. I grew up watching Stone Cold, and when you see someone get hit with a stunner, you knew that was it. You hopped off the edge of your seat. Now I'm trying to bring that back. And it's been doing its job so far. I'm almost getting a spot in NXT. The signing process is a pain in the ass. The whole thing like a 6-month waiting process. So I was already signed when people found out about it. They just caught on at the end of it. They put you through a whole process, including flying you out to Pittsburgh to meet their doctors and background checks. The whole thing is stressful. Then at the end of the day, they didn't like how the doctor read one of my test results, how my blood pressure was, and how one of my knees felt. So they said they couldn't use me. They didn't offer me anything else. Just said that they would use me down there. Funny thing about that is, when I asked to see the reports from my medical stuff to see what was wrong, do you think I have seen any of that stuff yet? Nope. So you see me on Lucha Underground. So obviously someone isn't telling the right story. Pre-show for Raw, hosted by Scott Stafford and a panel of David Otunga, Corey Graves, Booker T, checking in from headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut, as the shot aired from the inside from the Red Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Yes, Packer Mania. The Cheeseheads. Well, if you've seen it all, then you saw the Cheeseheads. Well, Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, and Alberto Del Rio in a 6-man tag was announced for Raw. Roman Reigns was will address the actions of Seth Rollins on Raw. Stafford addressed the news of SmackDown going live and played the video of Stephanie McMahon and Shane McMahon discussing which one of them should lead the brand. Stafford noted that Booker went through the original brand expansion and spoke with him about the move. He spoke about the unified title and something about bigger paydays. The panel gave thoughts on who could run SmackDown. Otunga picked John Laurinaitis. Graves shows himself. Breaking news, leading here. Breaking. Guys, it won't be me, Booker said. He spoke about his own run as general manager and said, it's like being the president. Stafford brought up the idea of bringing back the hardcore title. Otunga pitched having additional tag titles and another women's championship. Nothing confirmed yet. Keep in mind that they were just throwing out ideas for fun, not telling viewers that these are things actually going to happen. And then the host discussed Charlotte kicking Ric Flair to the curb. Natalya versus Dana Brooke was announced for Raw. Host then discussed Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. A portion of Roman's sit-down interview with the WWE website was shown. Host delivered final hype for Raw to close the show. Dark match wasn't won. Superstar spoilers. Paige defeated Summer Rae. Jack Swagger defeated Victor. And thanks to results from Mike Tedesco of WrestleView, Then Now Forever, the video leads us into the show. The entire roster starts off on the stage with a tribute for the fallen ones of Memorial Day. With a moment of silence with a 10-bell toll. Lillian Garcia asked the crowd for them to be silent as they told the bell 10 times for the fallen heroes on Memorial Day. They ring the bell 10 times to immediately go to a commercial. With before the commercial, superstars were reading quotes from Ronald Reagan's speech in 1982. Shane McMahon's music hit after he come back from commercial. It comes out to a big reception from the Green Bay crowd. Shane gets in the ring. Stephanie's music interrupts. She asked if he was planning to do this without her. She welcomes the crowd to Monday Night Raw. The crowd is actually booing her momentarily. Shane mentions that she's the same old Stephanie. She's doing a lot of talking when she should be being quiet. Shane then welcomes the crowd to Monday Night Raw. They cheer. Shane talks about the momentous news of SmackDown going live every Tuesday on the USA Network, starting on July 19th. Shane mentioned that the show will be better opportunities, better matchups, and better for everybody. Stephanie says that SmackDown, but we're on Monday Night Raw. Tonight we'll see the return of the one and only John Cena, which gets mixed reactions from the crowd. I watched the show and it was actually a lot more boos than anything else. Oh, Title Town, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world famous two-time champs and feel the power. New Day comes out to a nice reaction. They talk about how the announcement of the SmackDown going live shocked them. They talk about how excited they are about the possibility of bringing the power of positivity to Raw and SmackDown Live. Then they start to become the paranoia because of the brand extension. Shane and Stephanie say that each show will have unique rosters. The crowd completely died during the segment. New Day comes to the realization that they could be broken up by the brand extension, thus relinquishing their tag team titles. They ask more questions, but Stephanie dodges them. They haven't decided what the rosters will be yet, or who will run the shows. Big E insinuates that a sibling rivalry is brewing. Then they challenge them to a dance-off. Shane dances to cheers from the crowd. Stephanie goes to dance, host style, and then the butt-involved villains come out to absolutely no reaction. They'll face the New Day next. Commercial break. Match is joined in progress after commercial break. Kofi and Big E represent the New Day. Kingston wrenches Aiden English's arm and hits the shoulder. English reverses the whip to the corner and goes for a monkey flip, but Kingston lands on his feet. Kingston kicks him in the corner and connects with a monkey flip. They then begin the Unicorn Stampede. The Stampede ends with a Big E whipping Kingston into English with a drop kick. New Day then gyrates as the crowd chants, mocking their gimmick. New Day rocks. Simon Gotch goes for a cheap shot, but Kobe takes him out. As Kobe elbows English away, English jabs him and picks up a 2 count. English rips at his face and knees him in the back for another 2 count. Gotcha tagged in, and he headbutts Kingston for a 1 count. Gotcha applies a chin lock, but Kingston fights out. Gotch stops him from making a tag. Kingston flicks out of a back suplex and goes for a tag himself. But Gotch again holds him back. English grabs Kingston and Kingston elbows him away. Gotch then clotheslines him over the top rope. Good time for a commercial break. After the break, Kingston fights up from a chin lock applied by Gotch. Kingston then fights out, but Gotch punches him back. During another commercial break, English super kick Kingston out of midair at ringside. Gotch goes for a body slam. Kingston counters out. Big E and English are tagged in. Big E hits 2 belly-to-belly overhead suplexes on before shoulder blocking him in the midsection and connecting with a belly-to-booty suplex. Big E connects a big splash and starts clapping. Getting the New Day Rocks chance going. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows attack Xavier at ringside. Kingston runs out to help, and they overtake him. And the referee calls a disqualification. Volvolas overtake Big E and leave him at the feet of Anderson and Gallows. Then they give him the Magic Killer. Anderson and Gallows stand over Big E as the music plays. Back to commercial. Replays of what just happened to a New Day from the Club, as they're called in WWE, just a club. Renee Young catches up with Anderson and Gallows backstage. She asks why they attacked the New Day. Anderson says they did that to show that they can inflict just as much damage without AJ by their side. Styles is going his way, and they're going their way. Gallows says that was all about putting the New Day, the tag team division, and the entire WWE roster on notice. And they have arrived and aren't going anywhere. Anderson says that they're just getting started. Then they walk off. Replays are shown of Shamus attacking Apollo Crews from last week on Raw. Apollo is working out this week backstage and pops up in fear asking if this person has a problem with the new era. Big Show is shown to be that person. Big Show says he's been knocking out people since the Jurassic era. Big Show says that they're arse kicking. The arse kicking he wants to give is to Shamus. Crews says he does. He doesn't know why he picked on him, but he'll regret it. Big Show says he likes him. Not much, but he likes him. Big Show says he's got potential and determination. Shamus is now in panic mode. He doesn't want anything to change. He'll scratch, claw, and dig to keep the status quo the same. Shamus is a bully, and that's what bullies do. The reason Shamus picked on him is because he thinks Crews will back down. The question is if Crews will. Golden Truth make their way to the ring. R-Truth has remixed his song for the new tag team. Golden Truth on commentary for the next match as they go to commercial break. Usos versus Breezango, as their new tag team was named. Jimmy Uso dodges an attack from Tyler Breeze and punches away at him. Jimmy knocks Fandango down and tags in Jay. Jay forearms Breeze in the corner, goes for a running hip toss. But Fandango pulls him out of the way. Fandango tagged in, and he punches away at Jay. Fandango chops the chest and punches away at him. Fandango shouts at Golden Truth, and Jay kicks him. Jimmy then super kicks Breeze at ringside. Jay then rolls up Fandango for the win. Breezango is anger in the ring as Golden Truth laughs at him. Breezango then approaches him at ringside, pushes Goldust. Golden Truth lays him out at ringside, accumulating with Goldust, giving Breeze a power slam on the floor. Still photos are shown from last week's Extreme Rules Mayhem with Roman Reigns. Coming up next, we'll hear from the Roman Reigns for the first time since Seth Rollins' attack, according to Michael Cole. Commercial break. Roman Reigns music hits, and the World Heavyweight Champion comes down to a very light mixed reaction from this awful crowd. Reigns gets in the ring, and they boo him. The boos get louder. 2 years ago, Seth Rollins sold out and broke up the Shield, as he says. Since then, he's called himself the Man. But that's funny to him. How can you call yourself the Man when you're constantly running from the guy? He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. But as long as the title's on his shoulder, he is the guy. If Rollins is a man, he can come out here and prove it. Well, Seth Rollins, the music hits, and he comes out to a decent reaction. Only stops on the stage. Hesitates. Rollins starts to charge the ring. But he stops and wags his finger at Reigns. Rollins goes to the top of the ramp, grabs a microphone. Rollins doesn't speak and just looks around at the crowd. Well, they're actually booing him. Rollins takes a lot of time before dropping the microphone and going down the ramp. Rollins laughs at Reigns and walks off again. Rollins turns around, runs towards the ring, then stops again. Rollins wastes a lot of time before going to the back to the stage and picking up the microphone. Rollins waves off the crowd again, drops the microphone, walks off to the back. Reigns' music plays as the crowd continues to boo. Rollins all of a sudden runs down the stage, goes to the apron, but smiles at Reigns and backs up before walking off. Rollins says, "We'll do things his way around here." Reigns holds up the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as the crowd boos, as Rollins just walks back off. John Cena returns tonight, segment, but we'll also see Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn team up to take on Chris Jericho, Alberto Del Rio, and Kevin Owens. All your money to make. Qualifiers. Commercial break. Lana introduces Rusev to the ring. U.S. Championship makes his way to the ring. And we get Rusev versus Zack Ryder. Ryder ducks the right hand and punches that way at him. Rusev quickly knees him in the midsection and gives him a gut-wrench suplex. Rusev gives him another gut-wrench suplex and stomps him. Rusev stomps away at him again against the ropes before sending him to the corner for an avalanche. USA chant breaks out from the crowd. Ryder pushes back at him, but Rusev takes him out with a clothesline. Rusev then applies a chin lock. Ryder fights up and punches out. Rusev knees him in the midsection, but he runs into Ryder's knees. Ryder gives him a missile drop kick, and then a forearm in the corner. Ryder connects with a pair of broski boots, but Rusev kicks out of one. Rusev counters out of a Rough Rider attempt and visually bends him with an accolade for the win. Rusev says Zack Ryder is just like every other American. They think they are entitled to everything even after they lose. Rusev says he is what America should be all about. He is a true American hero because he's a better American than anyone in Green Bay. Well, cue Titus O'Neil's music hit. Out he comes to not much of a reaction. O'Neil says Rusev has some nerve. This is Memorial Day. Rusev is not a great American. Great Americans fight. The USA chant broke out from the crowd again. They fight, O'Neil says. He's not a Bulgarian brute. He's not a Bulgarian blowhard. O'Neil then punches him out of the ring. Rusev then quickly retreats to the back. We'll hear superstar reactions on what Charlotte did to her father next. Commercial break. Shining Stars are back talking about Puerto Rico. They talk about the beautiful signs on the island, or sights on the island. Epico says the WWE Universe is begging them to bring life and colors to the ring. A video showcases Charlotte telling Ric Flair off last week and kicking him out of the ring. Flair left the ring in tears. Some WWE superstars talk about what they thought of this, their mixed reactions on how they feel. Earlier in today's segment, Stephanie McMahon confronted Charlotte. Charlotte said she made an impact by kicking her father out of the ring. Stephanie says she's embarrassed to have her as the WWE Women's Champion. Stephanie says that she's a spoiled little brat. Charlotte says she is one to talk. Stephanie says Charlotte is not a champion. She's a waste of talent. Natalya will face Dana Brooke later on Raw. Another commercial break. How you doing? Enzo Amore and Big Cass make their way to the ring to a nice reception. Enzo goes through a stint as the crowd chants along. Enzo says the Dudleys want to come out, acting extra like bubblegum, but they don't go upside their noodles with the whole kit. and caboodle and have those curds curled up in this ring like a cheese doodle. Big Cass says he's serving size 16 boot sandwiches, all with the fixings. Enzo says they're in mid-Wisconsin. So what kind of cheese? Well, Big Cass runs through a whole bunch of cheeses. And how you doing? Stitch. Enzo says, we've got some sauce. The delis have a problem they can't solve. Big Cass says there's only one word to describe the deli boys, and he'll spell it out for them. S-A-W-F-T. Wolf. For the crowd. So we get the next match. Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus the deli boys. Bubba Ray will start off against Big Cass. They lock up. Bubba puts Big Cass in the corner before shoving him. Bubba says all Big Cass does is talk. They lock up again. Bubba gets in his corner. Devon tags in. He punches away at Cass. Bubba tags in, and they miss a double clothesline. Big Cass clotheslines Devon and shoulder blocks Bubba. Cass then gives Bubba a body slam. Cass throws Enzo into Devon, and they clear the ring of the delis. Time for a commercial break. Back from the break, we see Enzo trapped in a neck vice applied by Devon. Enzo fights up, but Devon takes him out with a spinning back elbow for a 2 count. Devon body slams him and tags in Bubba. Bubba drops an elbow for a 2 count. Bubba pulls the hair and gives him a crossface. Bubba puts him in the corner. Buddy runs into a boot. Bubba prevents a tag and tags in Devon. Devon stops Enzo from making a tag and gives him a suplex for a 2 count. Devon applies a chin lock. Buddy fights up. Devon takes it down with a right hand and tags in Bubba. Bubba blocks Enzo and jabs away at him. Enzo then drop kicks him. Cass and Devon are tagged in. Cass shoulder blocks him down before giving him a clothesline. Cass avalanches him into the corner and gives him a body slam before dropping the Empire elbow. Bubba distracts him on the apron. Big Cass elbows him down. Devon clubs the back and tags in Bubba. They hit the 3D 2 for a 2 count. But Bubba goes to the top rope, but Enzo distracts him. Cass slams Bubba off the top rope and big boots Devon. Enzo is then tagged in and he gets on Cass's shoulder for the rocket launcher to pick up the pinfall and a win. Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro talking strategy backstage, but you can't hear nothing. What have you? Ambrose says, according to the dirt sheet, says Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho can't be trusted and are Canadians. Well, I did hear the part about the Canadians as sound was going in and out. Zayn is a Canadian and is offended. As for Alberto Del Rio, at least he's not Canadian. Zayn mentions he is a Canadian. Ambrose says that explains so much and walks off. And advertisement. John Cena will return on Monday night. Next. Commercial break. John Cena music hits and he makes his way to the ring for a nice reception for the crowd. Cena stands in the ring. Now the booths are cutting through the crowd. A light welcome back chant fires up. Cena says, let every nation know, whether they wish us well or ill, that we will pay any price, we will bear any burden, we will meet any hardship, we will support any friend, we will oppose any foe to assure the survival and the success of liberty. USA chant fires up for the crowd. There are many brave heroes who have fallen. Prove those words to be absolutely true. Memorial Day is a celebration of that sacrifice. Cena says he's very grateful to finally be back home. On this day, it is this with the utmost respect that he honors the friends, families, and heroes that have paid the ultimate price to keep our liberty intact. Liberty is freedom, and freedom is our pulse and lifeblood. It is what makes us feel. You can dress how you want. You can look how you want. Listen to what you want. It's a freedom that lets him stand in the ring and say loud and proud that he is back on Monday Night Raw. Now that poses a whole new question. Question is if he still belongs here. A yes chant broke out for the crowd. Cena says in his absence, a new era has arrived. This means new names and faces. They all think the best days are behind them. In their minds, it's only a matter of time before they move up and he moves down. Cena says he will not go quietly into the night. If the future is indeed upon us, the face that runs the place says this. The future damn sure must be going through him. Cue AJ Styles music. Out he comes to a good reception. Commentators talk about how it has been a rough week for Styles. Styles lost to Roman Reigns and then lost some Money in the Bank qualifying match the next night to Kevin Owens. Styles gets in the ring and the crowd is booing. When AJ Styles chant breaks out, and AJ Styles let's go Cena, back and forth chant breaks out. Styles smiles and is enjoying this. It goes on for like 10 minutes. Finally, Styles says he has been waiting for this moment for a long time. Cena says, judging from the sound of it, so is everyone else. Styles said that Cena has kind of a bad rep, which he doesn't understand. He's always been told that Cena was first to the arena and the last to leave. He's seen what he does in the ring. Cena's busting his tail day in and day out. The thing Cena has done for the company is unheard of. They've been in two different worlds, but here they are right now in this very ring. Styles says he respects Cena's hard work. Styles says he wants to be the first one out to say, welcome back. Extends his hand, but Cena's hesitant. He ain't stupid. Well, Cena then shakes his hand eventually with him as the crowd gives them a round of applause. Well, QN, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows coming out to the stage. Gallows says that they agreed to go their separate ways. Styles saw that they went the way they went there with the New Day. Now it looks like the way the Styles is going is sucking up to John Cena. Anderson says he thought that was beneath Styles, but apparently it's not. They're not here to kiss ass, but they're here to kick it. Anderson says that includes Styles. They approach the ring as Cena and Styles prepare to fight. Styles then punches Cena. Styles, Anderson, Gallows then triple team Cena. Gallows big boot Cena down as they continue to triple team. The company then holds her hands up as they do the Bullet Club hand signal. And AJ even does his little stitch with the glove on. The crowd is loudly buzzing over this. They leave the ring, but Styles turns around and punches away at them some more. Anderson and Gallows say that that's the AJ they love. They leave the ring again, but Styles once again charges the ring and punches away at Cena. Styles then leaves the ring away at Cena some more. Anderson and Gallows say that's the AJ they love again. They leave the ring again. Once again, Styles comes in, charges the ring, punches away at Cena. Goes up the ramp. Referees run down to help. Styles once again charges the ring and punches away at Cena again. Styles then finally leaves the ring and says he's doing the world a favor. Commercial break. Replay showing of AJ and the club beating down Cena. Natalya versus Dana Brooke with Charlotte in her corner. Natalya punches Dana into the corner and gives her a suplex. Dana goes to the ropes. Referee pulls Natalya back. Dana clotheslines her and chokes her on the bottom rope. Charlotte slaps Natalya in the face as the referee's distracted. Dana hits a cartwheel splash for a 2 count. Natalya fights her off and clotheslines her down. Natalya goes for a sharpshooter. Charlotte gets on the apron for the distraction. Dana hits a Michinoku driver for the win. Dana and Charlotte double team Natalya before Becky Lynch runs down for the save. JoJo is backstage with Dolph Ziggler. She shows Baron Corbin giving Ziggler a low blow Extreme Rules to beat him. Ziggler challenged him to a technical wrestling match. Corbin got the best of him, but he didn't get the best for him. Ziggler says he's going to showcase what he learned from his days of amateur wrestling. Dean Malenko is the man of 1,000 holds. Chris Jericho is the man of 1,004. Ziggler has 1,005. Ziggler pays tribute to Jericho promo from nearly 20 years ago and walks off. Commercial break. Photo shown of Dolph Ziggler in his amateur wrestling days from high school and college. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler was up next. Ziggler brings home some amateur wrestling headgear on, uses a mouthpiece. Ziggler circles around him and then kicks him in the groin. Into the match. Winner by disqualification, Baron Corbin. Ziggler then takes the headgear off and has been disqualified. But the loser of this match is still Baron Corbin. Ziggler then walks off. Commercial break. Maurice is shown on the pre-recorded video. She presents The Miz, who appears on the Facebook video. Miz will be appearing in Marine 5 Battleground. Miz says a champion is always in demand, whether in the ring or on the silver screen. Intercontinental champion is with him. Every day he has his baby, another day, which he successfully defends his Intercontinental Championship. Tomorrow is the first day of shooting, but they'll be hearing from him each and every week. He's out here. Until then, remember, he's the Intercontinental Champion. He's the Miz. He's awesome. Miz takes the title, kisses it, as the segment ends. Kevin Owens and Alberto Del Rio arguing who will start the match until Chris Jericho stops them. Jericho says he doesn't like either one of them, which surprises Owens. Del Rio says he's won a Money in the Bank match, so they can follow his lead. Jericho says he invented the match. Jericho says there are tensions between them, but they have to focus on tonight. They need to focus on Zayn, Cesaro, and that stupid idiot Ambrose with his stupid idiot thumbtacks. The match is next. Commercial break. Advertisement. Becky Lynch with face shot it on this Thursday SmackDown. Walter here for the club about their attack on John Cena. Ambrose, Cesaro, Sami Zayn versus Del Rio. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho is up next. Charles Robinson, Little H, is the official for this match. Alberto Del Rio will start against Cesaro. Del Rio punches him and gives him a suplex. Cesaro comes back with an uppercut and starts an uppercut train. Kevin Owens gets in the ring, and this is obviously the match of the night. And Cesaro uppercuts him. Cesaro then drop kicks Chris Jericho off the apron. Del Rio drops Cesaro on the apron, but he punches him back. Cesaro then takes Owens down with a somersault senton off the apron before giving Jericho an uppercut. Cesaro goes off the top rope and jumps over Del Rio. Cesaro takes him down and goes for the swing, but Del Rio grabs him on the rope. Del Rio kicks him, sends him out of the ring, so Owens and Jericho double team him. Referee distracted for this. Del Rio puts Cesaro back in the ring, gives him a double axe handle off the top rope. The crowd is absolutely silent. Cesaro fights up and punches out. Del Rio reverses a whip and connects with a Tilt the World backbreaker. Del Rio kicks in the back, tags in Jericho, kicks into the stomach, exits the ring. Jericho chops the chest and talks trash. Referee backs Jericho up while Owens and Del Rio attack Cesaro. Cesaro then uppercuts Jericho back, but Jericho takes it down with a drop kick. Jericho then knocks Ambrose off the apron. A like stupid idiot chant fires up. Jericho yells at the crowd before tagging in Owens. Owens punches away at Cesaro before kicking him. Del Rio tagged in, and he connects with a step up insecurity for a near fall. Cesaro countered with a suplex and powers Del Rio up for a suplex. Cesaro appears to have injured his shoulder again. Sami Zayn is tagged in and he shoulders Del Rio before flipping in the ring. Zayn knocks Owens off the apron before clotheslining Del Rio. Zayn connects it with a drop kick and punches him to the corner. Del Rio reverses a whip and Zayn knocks Jericho off the apron. Zayn kicks Del Rio away and connects with a crossbody block for a near fall. Owens pulls Del Rio out of the ring before taking a hell of a kick. Del Rio and Owens argue at ringside. Jericho attacks Zayn from behind. Ambrose clothesline Jericho out the ring. Jericho, Owens, and Del Rio argue at ringside. Zayn then takes them all out with a somersault plancha. Commercial break. We get back from the break to see Zayn trapped in a chin lock applied by Owens. They fight up, but Owens gives him a suplex on the top rope. Owens quickly follows up with a senton splash for a two count. Owens kicks him in the spine, tags in Del Rio. Del Rio puts him on the top rope and ties him up in a tree of woe. Del Rio kicks him in the ribs a few times. Zayn falls to the mat. Del Rio then applies a chin lock. Zayn fights up. Del Rio ties him up in the ropes. Tags in Jericho. Jericho kicks Zayn down and chokes him in the second rope. Jericho goes for a splash. Him against the ropes. But Zayn moves. Jericho clutches his knee in pain. Jericho stops him from making a tag and then says that he'll never get away. Jericho chops the chest, but Zayn fights back. Zayn reverses a whip to the corner and runs into a boot. Zayn then takes Jericho out with a blue thunder bomb. Ambrose is tagged in. He then forearms Jericho down twice before having a whip reverse on him. Jericho takes him down and punches away at him before knocking Del Rio and Owens off the apron. Ambrose then gives Jericho a running forearm in the corner, followed by a bulldog for a fall. Ambrose chops the chest and puts it on the top rope. Jericho headbutts him off the ropes and jumps into a boot. Ambrose goes for dirty deeds, but Jericho gets out and connects with an enziguri. Jericho goes for a line salt, but Ambrose gets his knees up. Ambrose goes for a clothesline over the top rope. Ambrose then takes Jericho out with a suicide dive. Owens tries to attack Ambrose, but he sends him onto the barricade. Ambrose gets on the apron and snaps Jericho off the top rope. Ambrose goes to the top rope and connects with an elbow, but Del Rio broke up the pinfall. Ambrose got Del Rio out of the ring. Ambrose countered the code breaker, but Jericho kicked him in the face. Ambrose goes for a rebound clothesline, but Jericho surprises him with a code breaker. Owens tags himself in, but Ambrose kicks out. Jericho is furious and shoves Owens. Cesaro uppercuts Jericho from behind, and he knocks Owens out of the ring. Cesaro then gives Jericho the Cesaro swing until Del Rio takes him out with a backstabber. Zayn gives Del Rio a hell of a kick before turning it into a super kick from Owens. Zayn avoids a pop-up powerbomb from Owens. Ambrose then turns Owens around for a dirty deeds to pick up the pinfall. And that was the end of Raw. Thanks again. Peace out. See what I want to be. If you don't know, just comment, brothers and sisters. Thanks again. Peace out.